This
That's
is the
called
tree episode.
Eco-friendly. We do not endorse the killing of trees.
Unless
Or-
you're hungry.
And okay, Twitch has picked it up.
Twitch has picked it up. Trees or eating them.
So there's a podcast. Are we starting? We don't have a topic list.
We don't need one.
All right.
Dead silence for fucking 30 seconds, so we need.
Dead silence. Let's talk about if it's ethical to eat babies.
What kind of babies you're talking?
Which ones?
All. It's either no
Definitely a
babies or all.
conditional.
It's not conditional. I almost just said something real redacted about conditional statements, but then I had to redact myself. I data expunged that.
Yeah.
I have to realize I actually have to censor myself a little bit.
I don't know, just a little.
Just a little.
Yeah, because usually you spout off about how you think that Paul Blart Mall Cop is, how do I put this, a good film?
No, I've never said Paul Blart Mall Cop. I said Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs is the best piece of cinema in the existence of cinema.
Have you seen any Sid porn? Is that his name?
The sloth?
Yeah, Sloth?
That exists.
Yeah. Probably.
I'm
Today on the
scared.
podcast, Sid porn.
Let's not.
Why not?
Let's not broadcast that on Twitch.
You can broadcast that on Twitch.
Oh, Jesus. Smack my microphone with this might of Zeus.
So, okay, I want you to give me a plot consensus or an overall summary on Ice Age Dawn.
Okay, it's Dawn
Right
of the
now.
Dinosaurs. Okay, so Manny and the I almost said Fanny Bunch. Manny and the crew, Sid and another character, that's in the tiger dude. They find like this cave dude, and because they're spelunkers, they go into it and they find this. Forgot his name, but he's the eye patch dude that was in that one meme. Did you die? Yeah, but I survived. And they fall into the hole, and he's like, "Hello, governor," because he's British for some reason. He's a British lemur.
It's because British people are overall just criminals, but go on.
Yeah.
What?
He's a British lemur. Yeah, 'cause British people are criminals. Are
I was
lemurs
about
known
to
for being
say.
criminals?
That's
So-
our reputation.
It's just,
Well,
it's just a-
let's not bring ethnicities and criminal tendencies into the
It's not an
mix.
ethnicity, it's just unfortunate.
I know. I know. I'm just saying we've got nationalities and then we've got ethnicities, and we need to keep those
Yeah,
two
British
very
people-
separate.
British people can be all colors, dude. They're like a crayon
Yeah.
block.
We don't
You
need.
just have silly little accents.
They
Oh,
owned
okay.
slaves longer
Okay.
than we did.
All I'm saying, I don't need people knocking at my front door tomorrow, because I'll be asleep tomorrow.
It's only if you have no V-Bucks.
So no going on about how
Lieutenant Dan.
smart people are the superior race.
Smart people are the superior race. I think whatever race Mark Wahlberg is the superior race.
I think
Talk
he's
about
NASCAR.
Mark Wahlberg.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch?
His best movie was
Dark and the Funky
his
Bunch.
best movie was that one movie where if you were loud, you got insta-gibbed. That was a pretty good movie.
Oh, is that where he's like, where he has that famous clip of him doing his best performance? He's like, no,
Yeah.
God, no. And like, isn't it plants kill aliens?
Yeah,
or the
plants are super angry that humanity became something, and they're like, but then Marky Mark is like, yeah, but I only eat at Panera, and the plants go away.
And it's an M. Night Shyamalan film.
It wouldn't be a good movie unless it was.
Freaking loud.
Yo, Quinlan, thank you for yelling. Shout out to him.
Did,
Shut the Quinlan.
did your little brother just tell you not to be so loud?
Yeah,
You should have
while
slapped him
yelling.
because you literally told him not to be so loud. You should
I
slap
can't
him,
use
dude.
violent-
Beat him.
It's because he has no V-Bucks. Oh.
My brother
Lieutenant
does
Dan
have no V-Bucks, and that's
Has no
so
V-Bucks.
sad.
You ain't got no V-Bucks, Lieutenant Dan.
All donations will go to getting my little brother V-Bucks.
Yeah.
I just got sniped in PUBG.
No, okay.
How does my mouse keep crossing the Discord line?
I said specifically no talking about whatever video game you're partaking in while doing this, and you just said you got sniped.
Well, you just brought attention to it and light to it, so you're just as bad as me.
Playing PUBG while they were doing the podcast? That's impressive.
You guys are putting too much attention to this. Go into the topics.
I'd like to make it known that this is a
I think if we streamed PUBG, we'd make a lot more viewers.
I think if PUBG streamed.
I think the next stream title is gonna be
hey, what do you
it's gonna be Noob Slayer 42069's Battlegrounds.
Hey, what about Player Unknown and how he's a complete pussy? Let's talk about that.
How is no, I like to get in the mind of K-pop Pringle Bro. Why do you say that?
Why do you say that? Because Player Unknown, he thought polices people.
So here we go, guys. Here's Player Unknown's Twitter. Hold on, let me.
What's his handle?
I suck.
So I can follow him right now.
Don't follow Player Unknown, dude. He's the.
It's at Player Unknown. Are you? You must be a little funny there in the head. 612k followers. So PewDiePie's definitely.
PewDiePie's next.
No one's definitely outperforming. Because every other day, Player Unknown's like, okay, someone called me out.
He's the director for special projects at PUBG Corporation. Definitely special.
He's a special project, dude.
Wasn't gonna go that far, but Ireland.
He's not from Ireland. He maybe moved to Ireland because it's pretty there, but he's definitely like the most American dude to ever come out of.
Is he from Dublin?
No, because I've heard him talk before, and he doesn't sound like he's from anywhere near Ireland, dude. Maybe Eastern Connecticut.
Maybe Colorado.
Oh, you can tell when someone's
Boston.
from Colorado because they don't have teeth, and that's why they sound weird because of it.
I'm just sifting through this guy's tweets. The Deagle is new? I'm retarded.
Excuse me. It's that's politically incorrect.
I can call myself retarded. Calm down.
You say fucking mouth breather. Dopey-eyed cunt. That's what you say.
Whoa! Did you just use the C word in my podcast?
I used a K.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, let's talk about how night with a K shouldn't have a K in it because that's bullshit.
No, because you can't say like if you're a beautiful princess, say there's an evil god and he's related to the night. So say there's a saying and you're writing poetry. It's like I had intercourse with the night, and it's like, oh, she had sex with the evil night god Borgilmesh. No, you use the K.
Gilgamesh.
You see, it makes sense, dude, from a English standpoint, where the ancient Greek philosopher Redacted said onto the use the K form of night when you're talking about a cute dude. Use the other form of night when you're talking about the time of day you do the cute dude in.
Okay. That makes sense. You have convinced me that K night is
KNIGHT is unacceptable and unnecessary, and I think we should have a coup of English professors that have encouraged the use of the word night with a K. Specifically with a K.
Well,
now the word redacted, on the other hand.
Redacted, more like
that is the best word.
Directed.
I just checked on and I just got a ad that said redacted in it.
That's called synchronicity. It's a Carl Jungian invention. It's psychological.
Bro.
You're in sync with the world right now, dude.
Let's talk about the
JT.
You know what, Quinlan?
Slap him.
I can't perform violence on my brother because he'll wilt like a flower. and I'll get arrested.
He sounds like the kid is like, I can't tie my shoes, but I can fuck your bitch.
He's got as many chromosomes.
Chameleon.
Chromosome.
Your brother's name is Prometheus, isn't that right?
Prometheus!
Bro.
I wonder if you got no V-Bucks.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? What am I saying? Of course you don't. So, I thought I should probably bring it up now.
Is that you got no V-Bucks?
Char, there's somebody in chat says they really want to smash. Because you're a Pokemon.
I respect that.
Oh, you just messaged me about. You just said that in the group chat.
I think love has no boundaries.
What's your response to that, Charmander?
He speaks only in clicks.
I like how he's the most popular part of the.
No, Charmander
right
speaks in parcel tongue.
He speaks in Nordic, dude, ancient. He's flattered.
Lieutenant Dan.
I think he's more disgusted than flattered, but.
Oh wait, I did have
flattered is the side that.
I did have.
It's okay. My only problem with that is it's the first like evolvement, meaning it's a baby.
Well, I mean,
yeah. So in both the real life sense and the Pokemon sense, that's statutory rape.
No, we gotta search up you have to find the conversion rate of how old it is. Is it like a dog?
Okay. Pokemon years.
You can have a level 99 Charmander, dude. You just never let it evolve. So a Charmander can age without evolving.
You gotta give it the Moonstone, right?
Oh my god.
What?
That was disgusting.
I just actually spit took because you said the Moonstone on the Charmander. Have you ever looked at a Pokemon game? Only 3 Pokemon evolved from a Moonstone. It's definitely not good. The Moonstone wasn't even added until the 2nd generation, dude.
Why are you talking to me so hard? God damn.
Because I just
He's
spit
so
out my
mad
with it, my Gucci Razer keyboard.
Gucci.
You're Nookie. Isn't that a Limp Bizkit song?
I'm pretty sure, dude. I love Limp Bizkit.
Supposedly, it's a 1 to 10 ratio of human years to Pokemon years, according to like 2 things.
So I don't want to do math in my head.
How old is V-Bucks? Char...
You ever just want to like punch a small child in the chest? You see these brats that are on their little Razor scooters and wearing their what is it, Bape and Supreme shirts. I feel honestly that
I should be on that Razor scooter, so I punch them in the chest and also strip little boys. I'm just
gonna say that Charmander, the Pokemon,
got me there.
Is 18. Because I can't tell.
I feel like you don't really care about the age of animals. It just falls under bestiality.
Alright. The guy in chat's getting a little funky, so I'm gonna time out.
Excuse me, that is a loyal fan.
He's our only
I hope
driver.
I'm pretty sure that's like Jared.
I really hope
it might be.
I wonder if they got any V-Bucks.
I did want to talk about. I did have one talk point.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is Bella Daphne and selling Gamer Girl bathwater.
That's definitely an interesting topic. I think the H3 podcast already covered that, but I think we can get our own take on this.
I think I'd buy it.
I mean,
what is it?
I don't think it's her actual
How much is
bathwater, dude. It's like $30. I don't think it is though.
It's out of stock.
She already makes like
It's out of stock. It's $30 and it's out of stock.
Yeah.
They bought it all.
You could probably test pretty easily if it's actual someone's bath water.
Well, they put a disclaimer on it. It's not for drinking.
Well, I mean, like that's any strange foreign water. I could leave out. Okay, for one thing, unless it's a water bottle, if a glass has been sitting on my like counter or something for like 3 days, I won't drink it. That's like old stagnant water. So of course, something shipped over UPS where they probably Cheeto fingered it. I wouldn't drink
stagnant water.
I believe it's sealed,
yeah, dude. You mean when you see a glass of water that you've just left on your bedside?
Yeah, but that's open to the elements. This is sealed.
Well, yeah, dude, but it's still been through like UPS and shipping.
And it's been sealed.
And sealed.
I don't think it's been sealed that well.
It's sealed,
it's
man. No, it's sealed because
yeah, she makes like 60,000 a month because some beta male is fired.
Out of stock, dude.
Yeah, dude.
All I'm saying is
I would have bought it if I had the money.
You don't. You're so poor though, dude.
What about the mouse pad?
Because I buy
or one of the
games
posters.
that I don't like.
Cough, cough, PUBG.
I should do it. No. You know, guess what? Okay, here's a little. So the person I live with, little Spencer, right?
He
spent $40 on a Fortnite skin.
Wow.
You guess what skin it was? It was the new Stranger Things.
That is impressive.
It is impressive. And it was all his money, and like he won't pay for anything else. He won't like help his mom with like buying stuff for himself.
Well, yeah, because he's literally he's oh my gosh, you should.
If your mom is so desperate for needing money from their own child, I feel like there should be some intervening there. From
buying stuff for like he's
what is he? He has the money. And he has over $100, a few $100.
He complains about not having any money, and he oh why?
When does this become the hate on Spencer podcast?
Because
it's not.
Spencer is Spencer, and we're not going to get.
I love Spencer.
You don't though, dude. You're an obligation at this point.
I'm an obligation, Brent. You're hurting my heart.
Let's talk about webhits. Only one was a girlfriend, and he still gave her like 4 other dudes. How wacky is that?
Wait, what?
You heard me. I don't repeat myself unless I
want again. English, fucker. Do you speak it?
Do you speak it? That's you. You're the guy who I'm asking, do you speak English? But no, you're on your high horse. While high.
I am never intoxicated.
I am never intoxicated.
Gummy vitamins galore. No thank you, man.
Gummy.
You ain't got no V-Bucks.
Gummy vitamins galore. That's beautiful.
Do you ever feel like you need to take your Flintstone gummies because you gained a little pound?
I don't know.
No, dude.
I don't even
I've
know how
stayed
much
at
I
a
weigh.
consistent weight.
My weight fluctuates 20 pounds by the week, depending on if I'm eating enough.
It's just your bone marrow count at that point.
It is, yeah, pretty much.
He's 170 pounds of love. Yeah, aren't you like 160 now?
Yeah. Yeah, I was 175, and then I lost 15 pounds by doing nothing.
He's like a bear. He ate a whole bunch and then slept for like a week straight.
You may actually be right. I actually get your logic on that. You may actually be right. The amount that I slept was intense.
You were sleeping like 20 hours a day.
Yeah. Then
you woke up, and then you slept again. You would eat, sleep, Fortnite, repeat for a week.
Fortnite. I haven't had Fortnite installed in 2 years.
Aren't you like system locked? Like you can't play it, whatever.
No, we got around that eventually.
Fortnite was a fun game until people started trying way too hard at it.
You had to boot out of your hard drive onto like
I had to boot out of a different drive just to get on. Yeah, that was a whole big thing.
That was a whole debacle.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said Ninja sucked.
Excuse me, what?
It got hot. Said Ninja sucked.
I think we have to pause the stream.
Hold on, I'm currently adding XSplit Broadcaster as a game on on there we go. Everybody on stream just saw me add XSplit Broadcaster as a game so I could use the Discord overlay.
That's amazing, dude.
Hopefully it works.
What's your guys' opinion on the rising influx of auto chess video games?
Auto chess?
Yeah.
Like the Dota thing, or was it?
Yeah, like the Dota, League of Legends. There's so many. There's like you search auto chess on even the App Store, and there's at least like 50 games.
The iOS App Store.
They're
my opinion is
holy shit! Holy fucking shit! I'm never using the computer again.
That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, no, they're fun for like one or two games, but I can't believe
it's like Idle Heroes.
Bro, when you play
calling out Idle Heroes real quick. Clicker Heroes was the Flash game, man.
Okay,
I only play Secure Clicker, dude. Come on.
No, during class we'd play Idle Heroes, and then I immediately, they let you load save games from text files, so we just get decoders for the text files and edit them, and like break the modifiers.
Imagine cheating in
Clicker Heroes, dude.
I never cheated in Secure Clicker, bro. 100 hours was time.
Okay, that was time well spent, Brennan.
Let's go through all the talking points. Double ads on YouTube now.
Oh, I sometimes get 3.
Oh yeah, I was about to say double ads.
It won't autoplay.
Yeah,
I noticed it actually because I run good old fashioned.
I noticed that a while back, but I only noticed it on my phone because ad block.
Yeah, but I was cleaning my room and I was listening to the Foo Fighters' first album. Shout out to that one of my favorites. And every other song. No, the Foo Fighters is real popular. Like if you go back 10 years, like 5 years. But every other song there was like 3 ads and I'm like, this is a weird sounding Foo Fighters song. Oh wait, this is a vacuum commercial.
I get the same weed killer ad.
Oh my gosh! We are here to celebrate a life of relentless evil, and it's a Roundup ad. Oh my gosh! I've been getting that for like a month.
It's the old lady, and she's like, "Kill them all." He says the HD double hockey sticks word, and it really upsets me. I wish I can just report that ad so I don't get it again.
Oh yeah, that ad is just. Oh my gosh! What was the one SoundCloud ad that everybody kept getting? There was one a while back that it was literally for 2 months.
I don't use SoundCloud.
Gosh, I wish I could remember what that was.
Why don't you use SoundCloud?
I think SoundCloud, in my opinion, it doesn't have all the music I want, and the ads are real annoying.
See, with SoundCloud and Spotify, and probably just about, those are the 2 I've used for a while. You don't get everything you want unless you pay, like, for premium, and I don't have the money for that because I don't have any money.
If you're looking for like indie people, it's okay.
If you're looking for indie stuff and you're looking for specific things that you can build like a good playlist out of, then SoundCloud's the way to go. But if you're looking for actual released, label music, you can find it as of recently with SoundCloud Go. You can find it on SoundCloud, but SoundCloud Go is premium.
But
SoundCloud is indie music, Spotify is real music with a little bit extra flair in the whole shuffle department.
No, I hate
Wesley?
that so much.
No.
Wesley, we're doing the podcast.
He can't be here.
Wesley's live on the air.
Okay, so Wesley, we're live on Twitch, so just don't say anything redacted.
God dang it, we already have Charmander in here.
Fuck Higgers.
Okay, please.
Hey, he didn't
can
say
we
it.
get- You know,
Wassel has a hood pass. He was raised in the ghetto.
He
Streets of
was
Chicago.
raised. He was
He was.
raised in a empty barrel of sulfuric acid on the side of I-95. So
Yeah,
he
I'm
gets a
glad
pass.
we have straight up DJ Booty Bacon crunching on chips and almost saying the N-word in the first 3 seconds. Can we? I didn't say anything because Charmander legitimately doesn't talk, but I think he's a little bit too redacted for current.
Redacted. Charmander
Yeah.
doesn't talk, Brennan. Hold on.
No, DJ Booty Bacon.
Oh, Wesley's too redacted. I think if he
Yeah.
just doesn't say anything.
I think he's
Acting like
just-
You actually get
I-
views.
No, we actually do. So here's the thing. I don't think we'll get in that much trouble if he's the one who says it because he's not the one hosting the stream.
I think that's a
Yeah.
great thing to say in
But-
court. It's like, no, I didn't shoot the man. I just watched him get shot.
Yeah,
I just encouraged him to
I
get
just
shot.
strongly encouraged
Yeah.
him to get shot. Yeah. So yeah, just keep it on the
Well, I want
on the
a
Twitch down low.
I want a one redacted you're out clause.
One redacted. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely any
Okay.
Twitch no words, you're out.
Away from this political talk.
Twitch politics.
What's your favorite sticky icky?
Sticky. What?
What's your favorite ganj?
Gone.
Wow.
I think Wesley's
great.
definitely the one to answer that.
And that's why I asked him.
Wow,
That's a
I'm
good
glad
question.
I'm glad drug reference isn't
Hold the
that's
fuck
something
up.
you
I
can
need
get
to close the
redacted
door.
for. I'm glad we're having this conversation now because we're pandering to the 4 people that we watch and the one of them that knows what marijuana is.
What? Okay.
I don't know what a marijuana is. Please bestow.
Yeah, no, please,
Alaskan
Wesley.
Thunderfuck.
Alaskan No. Hey, what kind of strain is it? Sativa? Is it indica? Is it
I
is it
think it's-
infused?
Welcome to the Redacted Hour
No, it
podcast.
might be a hybrid. I
It's
don't know.
all about weed now. That's the tagline.
Well, I don't have anything else to talk about, Brennan.
Yeah, Brandon-
We were having a fine
Brandon-
conversation.
You were talking about sucker shit, and we're not on that right now. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, no, he's already taken over the podcast because Delmar is a pandering bitch in one.
We just got a
Jump
suggestion from the
Supply.
chat. It says talk about hentai.
Oh, okay, no. Now the
Okay,
expert has walked in.
Okay. Now,
Um,
okay. You won't talk about drugs, or you'll talk about pornography. I
It's-
am
we can
okay with
talk
it.
about it, but we can't show it.
More people have gotten banned off of Twitch for drug-related things than hentai-related.
Don't
things,
talk
and that's a
about
fact.
drugs. Just talk about something that's legal,
Oh
but
yes,
definitely
you
no
know,
bueno.
You know the
Hey,
fun
I'm
leaf.
17
You know the
and
fun
I'm
leaf.
vaping.
Ooh,
Oh, thank you.
how no bueno.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Twitch is gonna ban us for Wesley redacted, redacting on stream.
Someone's gonna go through this.
I almost said your last name because it also starts with R.
You know, there's gonna be someone that actually goes through and watches that and hears that, and that's gonna actually get.
I may
taken
re-download
down.
this and edit this and then put it back up.
Just anytime
I like
Wesley
it.
talks, it's a loud beeping noise.
Every time he takes a hit.
Okay, for Charmeleon versus HB
Lovecraft.
hentai. I don't know the dude that's talking in our chat.
Some guy in chat that I
I
timed him out for a little bit and then I just turned the chat off on the stream.
He wants us either to be talking about hentai or Charmander. But
Okay,
I
so-
feel like we should make that both together.
So
Pokemon.
Shadbase.
Shadbase.
I think
he's a hero.
Tread lightly.
Wanna play Minecraft? Fight?
from the words of Josip on deck, Ash must be gay because he hasn't fucked Misty. Kawaii.
That
No.
had
Alright,
nothing
fair.
to do with Shadbase.
No, because Shadbase did have a thing. I think with I think it was a Poliwhirl, and
He has a lot of them, dude. If you go way back, there's Misty. and it's Funanari with the one main girl from part 3 of the anime. I think her name is May.
What the fuck? My computer's making Xbox sounds.
That's awesome, Wesley.
So you know how I know that we're not gonna get banned for just talking?
That would
Just talking about Redacted?
Why?
It's because they did it on the H3 podcast like 9 times.
Yeah, but he has like hood connections, dude.
No, they would ban
basically a
him
black
just as
man.
quick as anybody else.
He's a black man, basically, dude, and you get a rite of passage.
Excuse me?
Can we play Minecraft?
H3 is a black man in Jewish skin, and you can't tell me any differently.
Jewish skin.
Yes.
He's
skin-
99. I think what is he? 99.1% Ashkenazi Jewish.
Yeah, no, he's like
The
super-
DNA test.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ethan.
Shout
Ethan
out
is
to
Papa.
Jews.
The 3 wonders of this world are Ethan. Who else?
Ethan Klein, Ethan Bradbury, and Mount Rushmore.
I was gonna say
Seymour Hoffman.
I was gonna say either
Fucking died from
Seymour
heroin
from the
overdose.
Seymour from the Simpsons or Post Malone.
Uncle Gubsy.
Uncle Gubsy is
Uncle Gubsy. Uncle Gubsy is an honorary wonder of the world.
Hey, I just want to give a quick shout out to capitalism.
Yeah.
Shout out to
To
Capital.
our international viewers.
It
It does great. It looks great until you get really kind of lift up the carpet and you see the 5 million homeless people in each state.
It's great until you realize you're poor, dude.
Yeah.
Just don't be poor. That's
It's great until you realize, oh, I'm actually really poor.
K-pop Pringle's tip of the day: don't be poor.
But
if you are, turn it off and back on again.
you won't end up poor if you know how to play the capitalism game.
See, it's a cycle.
Just play the capitalism game. You can climb that ladder like it's Half-Life 2.
Don't
Yeah.
and smoke beer and drink weed.
I knew it. I knew it.
Okay,
I knew he was
so-
gonna say it.
I'm gonna talk about something really controversial, and this might get us banned. Why are elevators in video
Holy
games?
shit. Holy fucking shit. I'm never using the computer again.
What?
Why are elevators in video games?
Why
I
are
hate them.
elevators in video games?
Yeah, anytime I'm trying to play a nice video game, I step forward, and
It's-
then there's
it's-
no elevator there, and I fall to my death, and I get real mad, and I have to turn it off and go play Care Bears on my Nintendo 3DS. Why
What
are they
games do
there?
you play that
Where
have
the elevators
like
don't
that?
exist. You know what? Framed on Roblox.com has working elevators. So I don't know what you're complaining about.
I don't.
And elevators
believe-
are usually meant to for like loading screens, like in-game
Anytime,
loading
no,
screens.
anytime I ever
Yeah, like
play
Portal.
use an elevator, it's either a free roaming one that drops me to the abyss, or it doesn't load properly, and I just fall to the abyss anyways.
I think that's a you problem, Brennan.
I feel like it is too, but most problems now are just you problems of people that are the loudest. So I can talk about my hatred
What the
for
f-
video game elevators.
I don't think you have a voice. I don't think you should even try.
I don't think you have a voice in the elevator and video game world.
I'm not on the receiving end of
Coffee
Elevator.
undertones.
elevators and games.
Let's
Elevator
talk about-
undertones. I'm not on the
Let's
receiving
talk-
end of elevator
Let's talk
undertones.
about elevator undertones.
Elevator undertones. Let's talk about the undertones meme in general.
That's not really a meme because that was in one-off video. by
Hey,
the late,
Shar.
great Demolition D.
This guy in chat is asking me to dox you. What do you say to that? What do you want this guy's number?
You have one word. He can only say one word, one response.
If you subscribe, we'll give you his.
I don't think that's
He says,
Charmander said, "No, you filthy Mongolian."
"Whoa."
Redacted's words, not mine.
If you subscribe,
I feel like
we
That's a
use
quote.
information.
That's a
I feel like
quote.
the use of redacted in this podcast is like when a kid finds a new word and impresses his parents by saying, "That's how I feel," a little bit.
I feel like redact is not a difficult word to say though. Like maybe if I was saying something like,
Well, if you're like,
Retarded.
it's like saying,
"Oh,
Fuck,
thank
Can't
you."
say that, Wesley.
What?
Trust me. You can
Bro,
only
you
say it if you're talking about yourself.
Yeah.
I'm retarded.
Alright, fair
Dude,
enough.
that's
I gotta
good.
turn you
I actually
up.
believe that too.
I gotta turn you up.
Best turn me up, boy.
Best turn that man's up.
Who's,
Let's talk about the title. Do we ever talk about the title, or is the title just a mystery?
Do we have a different title?
No, the title is Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo is.
I'll send
a
50
reference.
if you
He
send me
said-
Charmander's name.
I'll give him my PayPal. What is it? PayPal.me
Yeah, we
slash-
receive the 50. We give you Charmander.
I think that's my PayPal.
If we will sell out Charmander as long as you pay us.
If you give me
$50
$50, you give me
minimum.
$50, I'll give you Charmander's Discord.
I'll give his.
I love
Body.
extortion.
I'll give his full name and address for 40.
I'll give you a social security number.
I'll just give you him for 100.
Just give you my fucking love and attention.
Express delivery.
Express. How do you express delivery a child or a person? I'm not assuming how. I assume Charmander's like at least 46 years of age.
Yeah, I assume
Oh,
all
wow.
of us here are.
That PayPal link doesn't work. Hold on.
That's not even a PayPal link. That's just refrigerator.
I love refrigerator.
That was it's this.
So, guys selling me.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the phlegmatics of the
That has
situation.
that PayPal has my name on it. I'm glad it didn't send that in the chat.
Make a new PayPal.
I sent the wrong one. So can I delete my own messages? No.
You could probably if you tried real hard.
If I
dude,
tried real hard.
every day to
It's
all
forever
law.
on the internet now. You're fucked, dude.
a fake.
No, I put
PayPal
the
address.
wrong link on it.
You put the wrong fucking link, dude. Come on.
Imagine being
Uh,
a wrong link boy.
let me get a different PayPal.
They're fucking still doing fireworks.
It's the 5th of July. Of course they're doing
I know.
fireworks.
Are you in a?
He's across the world where time goes backwards, so it's still the four. It's still the four.
Isn't he in like downtown Tokyo right now?
Yeah, he's in Chinatown in New York.
I believe it.
No, you don't. Don't you fucking lie to me.
I would believe it, dude.
Don't you fucking lie to me.
A trapped chest? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it
Fabulous.
fires redstone when you open it.
It fires, dude. It just fires you.
It fires.
My coconut gun and fires.
It spurts. You better
Yeah,
watch
but
out.
It's gonna hurt.
DK.
Donkey
Kong.
Kong is here.
What's your opinion on Donkey Kong Country Returns and its sequel, Tropical Freeze?
Underrated.
I don't think it's that underrated, though.
It really is. It was on the Wii U, so everything on the Wii U is underrated.
No, but original Tropical Freeze was not on the Wii U. It was on the Wii,
The
that game
vanilla
was-
Wii.
the vanilla Wii, dude. But I'd like to say shoutouts to that game because it was real difficult for my fat-fingered 10-year-old hands. But I did
You
beat it.
just dox yourself of how old you are. It's confirmed he's 22.
Wow. Nice
Dang.
one.
Never would have guessed it.
If someone really cares about learning my exact age, then they could probably do it just by my mannerisms or how
They
I
can suck a
sound.
butt. Honestly, dude. They can eat my farts, dude.
You really got him there.
Yeah, suck a butt. Butt face.
Got him.
I don't
Eat
you
my
realize
entire
that
cake.
If he really wanted to see Charman's information, he could just donate $50.
If I gotta get the podcast donation PayPal set up, and then he can give me $50, and I'll give him Charmander's
Are you-
PayPal or Charmander's.
Yeah, and by the end of every day, we have a salary.
Yeah, we got a salary, dude. No, I'll just take it all. I won't pay you anything.
That's
I'm
something you would do.
I don't know.
I don't.
I believe it. I'm being held here against my will.
I'm on Blog TV with my fucking hands
Fucking
up.
hands up.
Do we get banned for making Keemstar references?
I think Keemstar is
Yeah.
Can you get Keemstar from doing Twitch references?
Can you get Keemstar? I don't know.
Can I get a hold of Keemstar?
Oh, my mom's trying to.
Are you fucking me? Hardcore. Would you ever pull a girl's hair? Just for no reason? I have on the
For
blog.
no reason. That's horrible.
Why would you? Okay. I'm gonna shout out the fact that I hate any human being around my hair unless they are a trained professional as like a barber or a hairstylist. I hate it so much. I hate people touching my hair with a burning passion.
Whenever my girlfriend touches my hair, I want to swat her hand away because it sends like shivers down my whole body, and I get like in a numb stasis.
The thing about it is that
I want to vomit thinking about it.
For one thing, hair is just naturally dirty, dude. You can't go 4 seconds out stepping out of the shower without your hair just being just dirty. Maybe some like fair-haired Norwegian dude that's never seen sweat in his life has perfectly non-greasy hair.
Yeah, you just have no sweat glands.
Yeah, because people from Norway are known to have no sweat glands.
I think it's actually Korea, like South Korea, dude. Because it's like humid as fuck there.
Shout out to streamer mode on Discord not working for random chats on servers I'm in. It's real nice.
Honestly, bro.
But like, I don't know. Some people love having their hair like touched and played with. I hate it though.
I'm generally okay with that.
Especially when someone
If it's
comes
a
up
fucking
like,
dude, I hate that shit. But if it's chick, I dig that shit.
No, I'm down
I
for
hate
both.
it. It could be Bella Daphne could come down and be like, "You can do anything to me if I let you play with my hair. If you let me play with your hair." I'd be like, "I'm sorry, that's a hard pass, sir."
Sir.
You're lying to me.
No, I'm not, dude. I hate it so much.
Let's say you're like 22 and still a virgin. Would you still say?
It depends on the length of time, dude. If it's like, but like,
She's like, we're gonna watch this movie and I'm gonna play with your hair the entire time.
oh, I would. There's very few
Shoot
things-
loads. You would shoot everywhere, dude.
No, dude, I would be so soft that I couldn't even like think about doing.
You'd come.
I would cry. I would be crying from not my penis, but my eyes.
My penis is crying.
It's so hot in my room right now that
It's so easy to fall in love. It's
It
so
really
easy.
isn't
fall.
though, dude. Imagine falling in love by just having someone sneeze on you.
Active.
Shout out to people with sneeze fetishes.
Shout out.
You're talking to someone with that.
No, dude, I know your kinks and your quirks, dude, because you told me the first day we met, dude. We were in a coffee shop together, and you were like, "I like feet," and I was like, "Cool, I like the Dominican Republic."
And you also said that you like the Dalai Lama, and I think that's primarily because you're a weeaboo. Now,
Bro, if I was gonna follow any weeaboo religion, it'd be like traditional Shinto, so I could have like cute gods like Amaterasu and Amaterasu. That's the only Japanese god I know.
just
Also, it's
Susanoo,
Also, no, you're just naming off a persona.
because they are based off gods and shit.
Yeah, but you just sound like an actual weeaboo dude. I would just want to go to those cute little festivals that are in every single anime.
You mean Golden Week, which is April something to other something?
Yeah, no, that's kind of like Lint for
Limp
people.
Biscuit?
Limp Biscuit. Wait,
Limp
there's
Bizkit?
wait a minute. There's a Minesweeper add-on for Discord.
What the fuck?
That's insane, actually.
You know what's insane?
Shit, guy.
My passion for Christ.
Yep. That shit is.
You're lying though, dude. You can't lie on Twitch like that.
I'm not lying.
Bro,
I have a
when's the
burning
last,
sensation.
when's the
When's
last time you gone to church, dude?
What's today?
Redacted, because someone could find out our exact place in this society.
What?
Yeah.
If they knew what time it was.
You fucking
Yep.
retarded.
Find our entire time zone.
They could, dude. I don't know. They said they were. He said they were gonna find my age out by the time I roughly guessed when I first played Donkey Kong Country on the Wii.
Yeah. Bitch. Bitch. Anyways, back to Fortnite talk.
We were never on Fortnite. Huh?
Yeah, we're talking about our V-Bucks.
No,
If you guys-
you're quoting a bad Forrest Gump meme, and you need to stop.
No, it's not a Forrest Gump meme. That's fucking life. Get over it.
If you just said Fortnite is life, then I'm gonna be very cross with you, and I'm gonna tell your significant others about it.
Don't you fucking don't.
I will, dude, and you're not gonna like it, dude, because you'll cry violently.
Yeah, when's the last time you cried?
I'm not a big crier, dude. For real.
You're a liar. You cried when you watched that Lollipop.
I did, dude, but that's like
You watched a Lolly compilation and you bawled. I was there. I was in your room.
That's awesome, dude. Probably should do
You remember? You know those Fox girls? They're like, "Ow, woo!" I saw that. And you cried.
That's the dumbest meme ever.
Oh, I love it when that happens.
I'm gonna piss my pants.
Oh.
The torrential downpour of his mind.
Yeah, that happens occasionally. Sorry about that. I muted the stream almost immediately.
I'm glad they just probably heard us like pissing our pants laughing.
I'm actually gonna piss my pants. I have to pee so bad.
Should we go in an intermission?
No.
No, dude.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Do it live.
Hey guys, coming back at you again with new Minecraft Let's Play
Again.
here, Survival Craft.
Hey man.
I'm joined here with Skeletor.
He-Man? We're playing Minecraft today, He-Man. It's He-Man if he doesn't have COPD.
What's your favorite My Little Pony character?
Oh,
Rainbow Dash.
Is it fucking Derpy?
It's probably Applejack, because that was the best shade
Yeah.
in this entire version.
Do you like Fluttershy?
Fluttershy's an idiot, dude. But it
Get
was
off the
good.
stream.
Fluttershy sucks, dude. I'm not a brony, but the one episode of My Little Pony I randomly watched to see what the hubbub was about, Fluttershy was like, I have disabilities. I'm the disability pony.
You had to turn off the show because
It
you
was a
got too
disability
erect.
pony.
No, that's not what you told me.
I did. Okay. No. I said
No.
one thing.
Listen.
I said one thing, dude, and I said don't say false things about me that make me look like a dumb person.
No. Listen.
I
You're lying to the viewers.
have never.
I'm gonna
okay.
gaslight you until you say yes.
Okay, no. I said one thing, and I said you cannot spread false things about me. I can
Listen.
spread false rumors about myself, but you can't. I'd like to make it extremely clear that I never got erect while watching My Little Pony. I watched a single.
No, he got throbbing hard though.
Okay, no, you can't say stuff like that. We had a discussion about this when you started calling me a rapist and a pedophile in the first episode, and I said, "Hey, I can self-incriminate but you can't go on spouting idiotic stuff about me because you want to fill time.
Okay, this is too real. It's too real.
It is, because you can't just say he got so erect while watching Little Girl Ponies that he had to
no one's
go in the bathroom and piss his pants, dude.
Yeah, because you're watching with your little brother and you said, sorry, I need to go to the bathroom, and you came back 30 minutes later. I remember that. I was there.
30 minutes.
No,
30 minutes, Brennan.
Okay. Didn't we have this conversation where but we're not allowed to self-incriminate each other for the point of a joke?
It's not incriminating.
That's fucking obvious, Doc.
See? It is. It is obvious. And Delmar did this last time when he called me a rapist and a pedophile.
I did not call you a rapist.
You did.
Holy fucking shit.
Dude.
I'm never using the computer again.
I'm so glad that podcast is not archived, because it was a solid 10 minutes of you guys going
Oh my, yeah, that podcast was... For those of you who don't know, Redacted Hour Podcast 1 was broadcasted live, but the VOD was lost in the ether.
And I am so glad about that fact, because it did not make me look like a good person. I will
Understandably.
I will put this on the podcast. I will incriminate myself, and everything I say is probably 99% true of how much of a person I am, but I will not accept people making up false claims about me for the point of a joke.
But what if it makes you look really cute? What if I said you had a smile that warms up my day?
Well, that would there's a difference between you saying I jerked off to My Little Pony and that. And
there's really not, though.
Okay, no. If I said to you right now, oh, he was watching the Bratz movie, and he got so erect next to his little cousin that he bent them over and redacted, that'd make you look like a bad person than if I said, oh, he has the warmest smile.
Okay, listen. I'm going to have a confession. Here's my confession tapes. It's recorded, it's live. My mom will hear this. My father will soon hear this. I don't know.
Yeah, you have nothing incriminating because you're a perfect soul.
That's not true at all. I don't... Oh. Okay. Mom, Dad, listen. I pissed in the vents. I pissed... That was me. It wasn't the dog. I pissed in the vents.
Should we tell the story? We're going to save it for this podcast, right?
Of course we're telling the story.
Alright.
Of course we're telling the story.
You tell the story terribly, so I'll tell it for you.
No, I tell the best. So, it was a Thursday night, and there was school the next day, but because it's a Friday, I didn't really fucking care. And I was just that bad. You know, I was the coolest sixth grader. Well, at least I thought. Yeah, ever was.
And to catch them was your real quest, and to train them was your cause.
Yeah. No. So, I loved Call of Duty. I loved Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And that was the game of choice of that night. And that's what I played. It was Hijacked. And I said it was TDM because that's all I played. And I really had to pee. But my grandma was watching NCIS. And I could tell it was NCIS.
And you were going to get scared.
Because she would yell at me and she would take away my PlayStation. And I couldn't let that happen.
Oh. Harrowing, dude. I ran out of radishes.
I had to change the sign. I really did. But, so, I'm in the middle of a match, and I couldn't really leave. I had already had piss bottles around, not even joking. Costco, Kirkland water bottles full of piss. Hidden under my bed, of course. Because I did not want to leave my room, because I wanted to play Black Ops nonstop and not have my game time revoked. And I did what any normal person would do, and I took off the grates of the vent. I planked down with my little boy genitalia inside the vent, and I released everything I had in my bladder. Next day I go to school, I'm tired. I come back, and my grandpa is rushing at me. And he says, I know what you did, you little shit, and it's the scariest moment of my life. I have nightmares about this. He said, I know what you did, little shit. He's like, you're a fucking degenerate. Those words exactly. And I was probably like 11. And then my grandma's like, it was probably the dog. And then he's like, we've had that dog for 8 years. You wouldn't fucking do that. This is a sick degenerate in our house. And I blamed it all on the dog. Even though it was me. I directly urinated in the vents and reeked up the house. They sprayed Febreze in all the vents to make it better, but no. I just need to say that I'm sorry. That was me, and I pissed in the vents.
Yeah, that's a pretty classic story.
I wish I knew how to clip things.
I'm gonna add a stream marker.
Okay, awesome.
But I will clip it as well.
I've never heard that story. You heard it here, folks. I'm his best friend. Never heard that story, and I just cried.
You cried 6 times from your eyes and penis.
I did, dude. It wasn't pretty, dude. For real. Okay.
For caca real?
Yeah. I need to sort my pajama pants from my regular pants. On an unrelated note.
Hold on,
God.
give me 1 second. Alright, we're back.
Coming at you live.
Coming at you live.
On the RedactedHour Rodcast.
Ragnar.
Rugrats? Rutro, Racky.
Rugrats.
That's
The Rugrats Rugrats podcast.
Rugrats is a gang made by TK. And he is in jail. Yeah, he killed people.
Nice.
Fun fact.
I'm gonna go use the redacted real quick.
Okay, now Brennan is in the restroom. We can now slander his name.
Slander his name. Although we might get defamatory.
Yeah, so let's just not do that, and we can just say nice, positive things about Brennan. Brennan, he sends me the best notes, the best positive feedback, and also the best porn.
That's fair.
So, yeah. Though sometimes it's a little bit too far, he sends me them when I'm at church, and I have to ask him to stop. He doesn't. But it's okay. Sometimes life gets fucked up, and that's why we get fucked up.
Wow, that was an epic reference. You think we should go to intermission?
Well, if we go to intermission, that just shows that Brendan is carrying the whole podcast on his back.
That's because he is!
He really isn't. Brennan spits fire, and by fire, I mean bullshit.
So let's talk about PayPal and how
Let's talk
Fine
about
sauce?
Skype. We're
Skype?
actually using.
Yeah, we're currently it may look like we're using Discord for the communications. We're actually using Skype. Trust me, this is Skype.
Using smoke signals.
This is Skype smoke signal mod. Trust me, the little green circles are the smoke signals. The cameras can pick them up and tell who's talking. It's because every time we open our mouth, a bunch of smoke goes out.
Going loot late.
Brennan's carrying this podcast.
It's because he just knows how to be center of attention.
Well, yeah.
He went up in front of a classroom once and spouted nonsense for I think more than 10 minutes.
I mean, Jared can also be the center of attention when he feels like it.
He's
Like
very good.
Like the time he just ripped his pants off, like in the middle of class, like in the middle of science class.
He also ripped off his shirt.
Yeah, he's definitely Jared's definitely stripped quite a few times in class. There was that time that Jared and Redacted, this story is it's just a little redacted just because of the way that it went down and the words that were said. But Jared and Redacted just all of a sudden started making out in the middle of the lunchroom, and then we all turned to Redacted, and we all turned to another person and called him a homophobic slur.
Now, let me tell you another thing about this story is, I was making out with him.
So yeah,
it was
Jared
just,
and...
No, it was just a peck.
Sweatpants. Yeah, and then we turned to a different person who shall not be named and very quietly exclaimed a homophobic slur.
And I was known, everybody was confused about me.
That's crazy, dude.
God,
we were very confused. He's back.
He's back. The man, Atlas. He carries the whole...
The myth. The legend.
Bebop Bingo Bov.
Hey, it's been an hour. We're at our minimum.
I know that. I want to at least pull this on for 2 hours because I have stuff.
But it's
to talk
called
about.
the Redacted Hour, and it's 10 o'clock.
Yo, yeah, he wants to go to sleep at 10 because he.
No, I want to play PUBG. Shout out, not sponsored.
Okay, listen.
We can cut the. I want the
Okay.
next Redacted Hour to be longer if we're cutting this one after an hour.
Well, listen.
I mean, you give us something to talk about. We'll continue.
Imagine being in a Tijuana prison and your criminal offenses is that you stole bread, and you're around people who are serial rapists and killers, and you have to come up with the best crime. You have to one up everybody because you know that your crime's so petty.
Well, everyone hates rapists in prison.
I would
so you
probably,
can't go
I would probably say that. Let me mute my stream mic.
People hate. I ate a bowl full of nails.
Wait, are we not on air anymore? Whoa, look, I'm on top of giant things. This snowy map's really cool.
Alright, so I just answered that question off air.
Okay, the story that's in my mind is, I would say that my wife had an affair, and I didn't do anything, and I cried, and she said that I hit her, and she slammed her head against the wall, and I'm actually a good man, I didn't hit my wife, and then I'd get the most respect, because they're like, man, you're a beta male, you're a cuck, I'm not going to deal with you, and I'd say, you're goddamn right. That'd be my story.
That's a good one.
I was illegally logging in the area where the Fortnite guy, the land to preserve it.
I was torrenting middies on McDonald's Wi-Fi, and their terms of service specifically say you can't participate in any illicit activity while on their internet. And I downloaded 4 middies. They were all Black Sabbath, and I feel bad about it.
I stayed up past 11 o'clock, past my curfew, and the cops arrested me. And I'm in Tijuana.
You know when you just go to Tijuana just instantly when you stay up past your curfew?
They literally 1 minute past, just FBI. I don't have a desk to slam on. There we go.
Yeah, because he's currently standing.
I'm currently floating in the middle of space-time, so I don't have a desk to slam on.
He's currently in a wheelchair.
I would just slam on the wheelchair.
He's currently being hospitalized for self-harm. He
hospitalized for another suicide attempt.
Another? Oh, this.
I don't know. Not at the moment. They may be coming soon. Though.
You ain't got no V-Bucks.
You ain't got no V-Bucks. All right, what are we doing?
You guys wanted to end the podcast, so I'm all up for it.
Well, we just don't have anything else to talk about.
Are you okay? So let me tell you one thing about RNG. RNG is when God turns you around, pulls down your little diaper, and spanks you harder than you ever. It makes your eyes flash like a light, like you've just came outside after.
I think that's how Redacted's eyes flashed when he took it off the dab rig. I think that's that's what his eyes did.
Okay, so when you play a game and suddenly someone is better than you because they clicked a button faster, you know, I just how do I put this? I just praise God before every match, and I hope that something happens, like I'm better, but I see no signs of Jesus because I lose every match in PUBG. And
yeah, I mean at these frame rates and these quality settings, how are you gonna win?
I praise Satan, Yalda Boath, Spaghetti Gods. No.
However, not.
I like how Delmar talks about
Jesus.
Talks about God and then instantly undercuts that by talking about all these other gods. I hope
my God is so big, so powerful. There's nothing my God cannot do.
I hope in earnest, for all the sake, that Wet Pants finds a religion that he can follow, or he just becomes atheist because it's disgusting.
I'm agnostic. Okay, listen. Let me talk.
As am I.
There is definitely a possibility that those are all real, but some are more interesting to me.
Can you just be religion sexual, like kind of like, or bi religion, where you just believe all of them?
I think that goes against their rules.
It's contradictory or whatever.
Well, I mean, like people originally said.
Well, they all have.
You can't be a Jew and a Christian.
Listen, every religion has like the what's it called, the MTV exclusivity clause, where you literally can't work with anybody else for 7 years.
Well, people also said you can't be an ongoing and ingoing male person.
They also said that you can't have gay marriage back in the day, and we evolved. So I'm saying that we can evolve religion, scripture. We can just rewrite it because no one really cares.
Honestly, I mean, it's fading farther into the margins. Oh, okay. It's about to get redacted.
We're about to get redacted.
It seems that.
Okay, let me.
I don't know the exact. I don't.
Let me.
I'm talking out of my ass. Okay.
Yeah. Or
it seems that TV. It's fading farther and farther into the margins. As time progresses.
I hope that.
But I don't know. I don't know the stats. I'd have to check that out.
Yeah. I think religion, in general, based on stats, and I might be wrong here, is going on a downward spot. But that's
it's
like
a slowdown.
Religions.
It's a slowdown.
But that's like saying
that doesn't really make sense to me because it's all based off faith. It's not like logic, right?
It's the people that identify with it. So that's definitely a pretty close determination. Like if you publicly say,
every religion has fanatical people, but that should not sway people's beliefs on what religion they would pick.
Yeah, because I mean, they're really the marketing team, the salesmen.
But
Yeah.
you can also apply that with people's
Well, you can apply that to
identity,
anything.
like people's identity today. Like you can be like,
Well, if every single person that believed that Skyrim was the best video game were also neo-Nazi terrorists, that is true. It applies to everything.
I couldn't say it better myself.
Yeah.
For context, I do not believe that all people that think Skyrim is the best video game are neo-Nazi terrorists. That was just an example. Off the top of my head.
No, but I think that it has a big how do I put this? Big demographic, and that maybe they think that Nordic. The game's all about race, anyways.
That's true.
Skyrim is for the Nords. Khajiit and Argonians are slaves. Usually, it is.
Khajiits are really shady people, though. They brought skooma there.
Understandably,
They're like
dude. I mean, they're the subject of racial, racial segregation for years.
In the debate, and I'm gonna end the debate for myself. Skyrim is what is it? Skyrim is an objectively worse video game.
They're honestly they're about a couple steps up from like what are they called? The ghouls? Aren't they the ghouls in Fallout 3?
Yeah.
They are literally slaves. They are literally the outcasts of the outcasts. Khajiit have.
But there's Dean Domino from Fallout New Vegas, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, that's Dean Domino."
That's true. That's
because
Khajiit have migrated a little higher. But yeah.
So me playing Elder Scrolls Online also shows like
Elder Scrolls Online is not at all canon to any Elder Scrolls game by any margin.
Okay, but
And
anyways,
they said that.
and they got V-Bucks. Basically,
I'd like to mention that we have nothing in common with Epic Games, and that is for absolute meme purposes. Please do not say that we are trying to peddle the buying or consumption of Epic
We're
Games
not
merchandise.
sponsored or affiliated with any game developer, distributor, publisher, anybody. We're actually not affiliated with anybody here. We're talking for ourselves.
but
It also
we do like
have-
V-Bucks.
No, you like V-Bucks and you like that. Okay, it's pissing me off at this point. That's not a funny joke. And you beat it so far into the ground that I could not even pick it up with the deep bore excavator in Russia.
The coal super deep borehole.
Yeah, no.
That's how
please
far
stop.
down that joke is.
Yes, please stop saying the V-Bucks meme. I'm at my wits end. I'm on twitch.tv RedactedHour with my hands up.
What's wrong with it?
Because you said it 14
Holy shit.
times.
Holy
dude.
fucking shit. I'm never using the computer again.
You've never using. That's what I feel like anytime I use. I clipped that perfectly. First time. No hands, Mom. I did it with my feet.
No
Like,
hands. Think we'll get a copyright strike if we play Shacky?
Okay,
Yeah,
definitely.
You
can only play 6 seconds.
I only love my dog and my pasta.
The 6-second rule is a complete lie, dude. It is.
It doesn't play very well over Discord, but the stream definitely heard that.
For anybody knowing, the 6-second rule for copyrighted music is a complete lie.
Oh,
Any
yeah.
amount of copyrighted
No.
music can be
It's
used.
any length. It just depends on how much they want to hit you with.
Yeah.
Hit me with your best shot, but fire away.
I love that song. That's also under fair use.
That's fucking obvious, Doc.
HCH3's gonna copyright claim us.
Ethan's gonna kill me, dude. He's gonna mark me.
I can call him Ethan like you know him personally, like you're buddies with him.
Well, I'm not gonna call him H3H3 because that's multiple people.
You just
it's
call
like-
him H3, dude.
It's like, okay, when you're talking to someone about PewDiePie, which we all do because we're all grown adults and we don't talk about that cockadookie talk, right? Now listen. Do you say Felix? Do you say I watched a Felix video?
No, I generally say PewDiePie.
Yeah, because you don't know PewDiePie.
But
so you
I
don't
have,
say
if I generally, if I don't want to say PewDiePie, I will say Felix.
Yeah,
But
but
if you're just
wrong.
like, yeah. So Ethan said the other day, I'm like, Ethan who?
Yeah, I get confused. I'm like, you don't.
Well,
you're
if it's the
not-
first time I mentioned it in in recent time, then I'll say Ethan from H3H3.
The only reason I care so much about this is that one kid in my second grade class said Obama. No. They said Barack when referring to President
Former
Obama
President
at the time.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, and the teacher got really, really fuming. She went off on this kid for calling him Barack, and she's like, "You don't know that man."
I
You
mean, a
cannot
lot of
call
it's
him-"
a lot of it is you know, what the public perception is and what everybody else calls them. But some of it's personal preference, because I mean, because H3H3 or H3 refers to two separate people. It's Ethan and Ela. So if I'm mentioning it for the first time in a sentence, I'll usually say Ethan from H3H3.
But to branch off this as well is also when you're okay. So Joker and I have the same name.
Same
Now we're-
first name.
Yeah, and now when someone says our name, I get fuming. I get pissed because I'm like, who?
I get genuinely
there was-
confused.
There was a time where a girl was. This is back in my salad days.
Salad. days.
Before knowing anybody here, in this Discord call, there was a girl and she was talking to another kid, and she's like, "Oh, Jacob, I really like you," and it wasn't me.
And you cried from
And I said, "I like you too," and she looked at me in
disgust.
Disgust.
I
That's a heartfelt, sad story.
I used to keep a pretty low profile, so anytime someone refers to me, like I maybe it's just me showing my hube is showing, but I just assume no one refers to me ever in conversation unless they're like, you know, that kid redacted. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's him.
That's my
I
full
know.
name.
I'm the one.
Yeah.
That's my legal name. Redacted. Because
I
if
wanna
something
name my kid
redacted
that.
went down, it's probably you.
Well, I truly don't believe that people are talking about me. That's a true fact.
You know, I'm actually not gonna verify whether or not that's true.
I can verify.
I can say 75% of the time they probably are talking about me, but I'm not gonna believe it.
That's fair.
My hube is showing, my hubris.
Fuck. I hit the source. I hit one of the source keys.
I hit
I'm
the
trying to
source
I'm trying to pop the delete key out of my numpad.
That's a
There's an elastic band underneath it.
Bands.
Bands. Come and get your mans. We're gonna get a copyright strike. Oh no.
if you can sing songs. That is.
Oh no.
it's-
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No. Mr. Beast got a copyright strike because they all sang the same song at the same time.
No, he got a copyright strike because they abused fair use, not because it's not under fair use to sing a song.
Didn't abuse fair use.
Yes, you can, dude. YouTube will.
They
copyright claim
hummed like 3 seconds of the song.
Okay, no, that's a YouTube copyright claiming is completely different between legal and court copyright rule.
Well, yeah.
You can, under parody law, you can just
Yes.
change some of the lyrics, and you're fine.
They literally hummed I think 3 or 4 seconds of the tune,
Well,
and they got.
In YouTube, you can get copyrighted claimed for things you didn't even do.
I mean,
so I feel
if
like
they
that's
wanted to
under
take it
good.
to court, they could take it to court.
And they would win, but
They would
And
win.
Call Fupa.
If they would win if they had good lawyers, because I mean, H3H3 again, they had probably one of the biggest fair use battles in the history of YouTube.
and they
where
won.
and they won. After a while, they took the guy to court, and the judge was like, "Wow, this guy is a bumbling idiot," and completely they won the entire thing on all
In
counts.
the words of Darkside Phil, cockadukie bumblefuck. That's
Thank
the only
you.
way.
That was that.
Only way-
Yeah.
Only way you can describe the situation is cockadukie bumblefuck.
Let's see. What is the best genre of early reading book?
Early
I think-
reading book.
Yeah.
The Magic Treehouse.
Yeah. I mean, like fantasy. Okay, Magic Treehouse sucks.
No,
gonna
no,
get
it
out
doesn't.
there.
No.
No, okay.
When you're 7, it doesn't suck.
Controversial statements. Narnia, it's shit.
Narnia does suck. Magic Treehouse. It's like
Lord of the Rings, I do not find that interesting, so I will also say that's shit.
You know, I'd honestly, if I had nothing else to read, I'd read the Magic Treehouse now. But when I was like 7, that was good stuff.
Well, I
The
mean, like,
Hardy Brothers and Nancy Drew.
And mainly because, I mean, they were good books and they flowed well, so they were easy to read. But they gave like 25 AR points. For those of you who don't know, the Accelerated Reader Program, it's at a good amount of schools still. It's in place at a good amount of schools
You're
still.
mid-maxing and
You,
grade.
So you'd read the book, and on the back it would have a tag with a number, and it would show you how many points it would give you, how many AR points it would give you for the Accelerated Reader Program. You'd have to take a quiz, and if you got all the questions right on the contents of the book, they were the questions on the contents of the book. If you got all the questions right, then you would get the full amount of points, and if you got some wrong, it would take some points away. And depending on the length and complexity of the book, it would give you more or less points and more or less questions. So what people would do is they would find these series of books that would give you way too many points for not enough actual challenge. And I'm not saying my IQ is 300, but I'm not saying anything in particular, but they were considerably easier to read than they should have been, especially for yours truly back in the day. And they were 30 points each, so I would just plow through. And there's like 400 books in the series. I don't even remember how many there are. And I would just plow through them. The librarian knew me. She would remove the limit on how many books I could check out. And I would check out like 10 of these things at a time. Just plow through them in one weekend, and then go take the quizzes when I got back.
I have to say that's incredibly sad on her part, because she's like, "Wow, this little boy."
No, because she
really
saw my
loves
test.
reading."
She saw my comprehension test scores.
She thinks you just really love reading, but in the true fact about it, you're just abusing the system.
Yeah, she knew I was smart enough to read these books, and she knew that I was proficient enough to check out 10 books at a time and finish them and turn them back in on time. She knew it would work out and she wouldn't get in trouble, so she'd let me check out like 10 of them at a time. I don't think she ever knew what I was doing.
You really enjoy this book series and you're really passionate about reading.
I mean, they were good. I mean, they were good enough. They were okay books.
What I would do is I would whisper, "Cassidy, what book are you reading?" And then she would tell me the book, and she would do the test, and I would sit right next to her.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And she was a really smart girl. Her real name isn't Cassidy, but let's just say her name's Cassidy.
I was about to say all Cassidys are smart.
And then, her name's her. She was a really smart. She should have been in the next grade above. I should have been too, but I didn't want to read. And I was sitting next to her, and this is probably 7th grade or 6th grade, and I would say like, "Oh, what book are you doing?" And then she would tell me the book, and I'd get it down, and we'd do the same quizzes. And if we didn't have the same question, I would ask her, and she'd be like, "Oh, this, and this," and I'd be like, "All right, sick." And that's how I got into advanced classes.
Nice. How's that working out for you?
All B's, baby.
Except for math.
C-.
I have to say,
C-, gang. Yeah, I dropped off at 5th grade on the whole reading thing. I would read an
I
obscene
didn't-
amount of. I would read an obscene amount of books in elementary school.
There was a girl I had a crush on, and she would read like Lord of the Rings, and like she had a World of Warcraft book, and her dad was really big into it. And she was really big into it, and that was my first introduction.
What idiot plays World of Warcraft for real?
Yeah. I will. Okay, shout out. Her name was Jordan, and she showed me World of Warcraft.
Oh, wait, I have a Jordan story. My friend who lived on the same block as me back in Redacted, his girlfriend, evidently her name was Jordan, and she dumped him because she turned out to be lesbian.
No, I wouldn't even be mad.
He was super pissed though, because he was trying in that relationship, dude. He was hard carrying, and he bought her stuff, dude, and he like was really trying for her. And then there was like this I heard about this at my high school back in Redacted. There is something called the GSA, which is the Gay Straight Alliance, and I'm not going to say anything.
Wow.
About that.
What?
Yeah, no joke. Swear on my.
You know it's good when you need an alliance for that to work out.
Okay, there's one I heard from friends back in Redacted that there is a singular straight person in there, and a whole bunch of not so straight people.
Wow.
Let's talk about that.
Out of a population of how many?
At least 20 members.
Wow. All right. Redacted's a really interesting place.
Okay, no. Back in Redacted, there was a. I hope this doesn't. Actually, no. This could be anywhere in the Redacted. There was a. We got 3 days off of school because there was a drug break. There was like a crack den.
Oh boy.
Across the street from our middle school.
That's good stuff, man.
Also, they had to evacuate the school for a day because there was, like, I don't know.
14 pounds of cocaine in one of the lockers.
I wouldn't be surprised, but no,
Fentanyl?
they were doing construction, and there was, like, oh no, there was drug busts.
They're pretty infrequent around here in Redacted, but they happen.
They happen. I feel like it happens in a lot of places. Just little ones, though. Like some kids.
Yeah, we have little
into
things.
Adderall.
I mean, definitely used to happen more back at the middle school.
Back.
Surprisingly, actually.
Imagine overprescribing Adderall and then expecting not people to legally.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. The prescription renews every month, but we gave you prescription renews every
14
month.
pounds.
You take one daily, but we gave you 50.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. When they used to be
You
like,
can't give that
It's
to a child.
It's pre-pack. I mean, they have preset things in the.
well,
I'm assuming the way it works is they just have like preset amounts, and they just don't. Some doctors don't take a whole lot of thought.
Well, doctors can pick the amount of whatever substance they want to give you, but most of the time it's just autopilot. Like, kid needs Adderall, 50.
I would assume there's a little bit of autopilot going on. Obviously, we don't know.
I think
no,
I
I'm
forgot
not a
where it
trained
was.
doctor.
I think it was Nebraska, but for some reason they allow a bunch of doctors in, and they are. I'm wording this so fucking stupid, but like they are corrupted, or they're corrupt, and they are there to prescribe like OxyContin and like Xanax to.
I've heard. I think I've heard of what you're talking about. Yeah.
To like high class people,
Quote unquote doctors.
Yeah,
I would never want to be caught like dead from overdose because
I would. That'd be fun.
No, dude, you don't want to be on your funeral and your parents have to tell you that you were a drugged out idiot apparently that took too much OxyContin and just died.
Go for like fentanyl or something. Something that's gonna make you trip.
Speaking about not being able...
I mean, the thing about it is that you there's no one that's gonna be at your funeral that's gonna like want to be there. That's going to say truthfully that, Redacted was a good man, but he had a crippling fentanyl overdose. That's just
Great guy until he snorted about 15 kilograms of cocaine.
see, like, no one said. I'm gonna bring up Little Peep. The blow was definitely lessened. Like when you heard Tupac got shot, that's definitely a lot better for the
Then
public
Tupac
eye than-
overdosed on Adderall. What was
I
it?
remember when
Benzos or Adderall or Xanax?
It was Xanax that had fentanyl.
Oh.
Yeah, Lil Peep was popping fentanyl pills so
He
hard that his
took-
friends Instagrammed
He took
him.
6 Xans and it was lit.
Until
were
he-
his
It was
words.
lit, apparently.
So, okay, what about Kurt Cobain? He was on more than enough heroin to not be able to move.
Yeah, but he 360 no-scoped himself, and that makes him a better man in my eyes. At least death-wise.
Yeah, 'cause
I like to
same
state
with,
that I don't judge people
Go.
based on how they die.
Yeah, I generally don't.
yeah, I do.
I mean,
If
it's
you die
definitely
cool,
a
if you die
big difference
cool,
between. Jesus Christ.
I think
It's definitely a big difference between suicide and something else.
I
but-
mean,
Within the bounds of suicide, there's not really a whole lot of difference.
The author of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, I am blanking on the name right now. He wanted to die on his own terms, and he would wake up at like 4 in the morning and do lines of coke and like write, go to bar at like before noon. And he was like, "I'm gonna die on my own terms." Killed himself, and he wanted his ashes to be shot out of a cannon.
That is Hunter
big
S. Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson, that's it.
that is a hardcore man, dude. I respect that.
He had, like,
Definitely,
tons-
he definitely has some plans.
Yeah, dude.
I want to.
That's the best way to do it.
I want to have
Celebrate
like,
it.
a really long side quest to get my inheritance. Like I want to be at least.
Oh my gosh, I cannot remember the name right now. There's a book series about that.
Like I want to be rich and have 3
Series
children.
of unfortunate events where the
Is
kids
that
are-
series of unfortunate events?
No, I just know there's an inheritance and
There's an
the main
inheritance
guy-
thing in there, but there's a different series of books that it's the same kind of thing, but it's a whole family, and they form like gangs or like.
But I'm gonna be
Clans, it's
real.
weird.
I'm gonna teach all my kids, so they teach their grandchildren to be incredibly greedy, like so money hungry that they would stab each other in the back to get a pity.
Set
over
them up
each-
for it, dude.
And then when I die, because I'll give them nothing, I'll give them a little bit just so they have the taste of the good life. So when I die,
Set them up for a
and-
death match.
yeah, well that's illegal. You can't just say, oh,
Hey.
what
You train your kids for years in like Taekwondo, and then at the end they have to fight like a mini boss or like a boss.
Yeah, man.
That's the only thing. That they have to be equally as successful as you in order to get your inheritance.
No, I want
I
them.
mean, that'd
to
be
like,
that's a challenge. Brennan's the most successful.
Yeah, your kids are just gonna be junkies, and they're like, I need blow.
well, they better be able to be good at solving crossword puzzles to get my fortune. Then it won't blow so bad.
Oh my.
Lions, tigers, and fuck.
I think we should be more acceptant about male emotions as long as it doesn't make people. I almost said something really redacted. We should talk about, or we should have more people should talk about high male suicide rates because that's messed up.
They're not as high as women.
No, male suicide rates are way higher. Than
Wait, am I
female
wrong?
suicide rate. No, you are completely.
Oh no,
wrong.
I'm getting confused. It's attempts versus actual success.
No, okay, no. There's something difference between a 13-year-old Billie Eilish fan that thinks snorting her mother's oxycodone will make her cute online, and something between a poor Japanese man.
No, I remember somebody talked about this on some podcast where it's the attempts are higher in one gender, and I think the attempts are higher in females, and the success is higher in males. I believe. I'm not sure.
Well, all I know is that male suicide rates are way higher than female suicide rates.
And I know that they have to put nets around factories in China.
Oh yeah, the Foxconn. That's a big one. The Foxconn factories in China, they had to put nets around them. It's the same, not just with Foxconn. I'm not calling out Foxconn here. It's the same with a lot of factories in China. They have to put suicide nets around them.
That's kind of sad
because of the working conditions and hours. Yeah, it's...
You know that video of that guy and he misses the mini golf like hit and he jumps into the water? It's like a vine.
That's how I want to go out.
No, that's just what I'm
golf
thinking
related.
of. Like they give up working and they just throw themselves off.
That reminds me of my favorite episode of South Park, which is the one where Butters gets framed for being bi-curious and gets sent to the trailer
Can I get a screenshot of this graph? That's impressive.
Is it male suicide rates?
No, it's suicide rates by age.
Dang, dude, I bet it's like all in the late 20s to early 40s, dude.
You got that right. It's well, there's practically none before 15, and then 15 to 24, it's just instantly like boom.
What do you have to be sad about when you're like?
Actually, the highest is middle age.
That was very ignorant for you to say, Brian.
Middle-aged males.
Okay. For the point of not sound like idiot, what does most 0 to 13-year-olds have to be sad about?
That's true.
It could be like parents' divorce. It could be.
But they generally don't have the. They just don't have the.
Unless you're a very advanced person at that age, you don't.
Okay, you're actually right because they'd probably just.
It just wouldn't make the decision.
It wouldn't make sense yet, and then later on in life, they would be like, okay.
I think the whole thing with that statistic is that a lot of people that probably commit suicide in a later age than 15, they were probably thinking about it for a long time before that, and they just didn't do it.
I mean,
I would think that it's generally a pretty long build-up.
A lot of people probably don't have the methods at that age to if they.
That's
really
true, yeah. To make it quick and effective.
And also, you guys aren't factoring accidental like suicide.
Accidental suicide.
I don't think that's counted in there.
I mean, there's a difference between my parents.
I'm playing hide and go seek in the oven, and we're like,
wow, that's some delicious drain cleaner that mommy brought out.
Yeah.
It's all white people too. It's the highest this way, at least nowadays. It's all white. It's all.
Well, you have to look at that is that there's a lot of white people in the world than there is in.
That's true. There's a lot of this, but still. I mean, well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't matter on the population. It just matters on the rate per that population. So. But
well, I mean,
us gringos.
Crack.
We're all white here, so we can use that word. We're still taking the cake for killing ourselves. Pacific Islanders, fantastic. Asian, Pacific Islander, and American Indian. Or actually, no. Asian, Pacific Islander, and African American are way down there. And American Indian is actually kind of up there, right below. Oh, no. Right below Caucasian.
Oh no!
Kind of interesting. Firearm 50.6%.
50.6%.
Suffocation 27.7. Oh god!
I bet that I'm 100% sure suffocation.
Suffocation with
like
what?
Hanging.
Is that? Yeah, that must mean hanging.
Probably
or
hanging,
Autoerotic asphyxiation, baby.
That's not suicide, though.
I mean,
dude.
other is 7.8%.
That is
There's no way that
suicide.
hanging is in there.
If you're going into something with the intentions of jacking your pee-wee, but you end up killing yourself, I don't think that's counted under suicide.
Well, okay, so if you were to do that in a game, in the top
Accidental
right,
suicide.
they would say,
Video game rules are like you step on a Koopa for 14 points, not, wow, I try to get my penis off by hanging myself and I accidentally died. There's a big difference.
you ever see that clip of Sonic hanging himself and he dies and then his rings get back?
Yeah,
He
okay, so
puts
actually,
his rings back
the
to life.
National Institute of Mental Health has a really good definition. It's defined as death caused by self-directed injurious behavior with the intent to die as the result of the behavior. So accidental suicide does
Yeah.
not count.
See, I knew it. I get the award on the Redacted Hours podcast for most information on the correct term to quantify suicide.
Oh boy!
Hell yeah!
Oh, here's a nice table. Here is a nice table.
Here's the T.
That's a fantastic table, guys.
You can't see it, but I'll screenshot. Oh, actually, I'll just get a. Well, I'll download it. Download as PNG. Hell yeah. Copy image address. So, let me pull this up on the stream. Fuck me.
When I die, throw me in the trash.
I thought I just threw me in the garbage.
Oh, Chrome doesn't like what I just did.
Chrome doesn't like a lot of things, dude. Like free
Use
speech.
Chrome.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's got a
they know
hardware
where you live
acceleration
now.
on. Yeah, I got my IP address. Alright, here's the
Yeah.
graph, guys.
Just use Mozilla Firefox.
Firefox
Come on.
sucks, dude. Shout out to Firefox sucking.
Yeah, quick shout out.
It's a little tough to see, but here's the graph we're looking at. We've got, yeah, there's a lot. It's just leading causes of death in general, but
Suicide's
for
up there.
it's up. Well, all ages
I mean, like,
rank 10, or actually no.
can you really count heart disease? I think that's just human failure.
No,
dude.
this is leading causes of death in general.
I know.
Or would you consider liver failure? Because you drank yourself to
It's
death?
second. It's second for 25 to 34, and it's second for 15 to 24, and it says it's also second for 10 to 14.
I have troubles believing that a 10 to 14-year-old is at the
Hey,
point where
these are the guys with the stats, man.
yeah, but
These are the
I
guys to go to if you need the stats.
I reject that.
It goes down to
reality.
fourth for 35 through 54.
I don't believe that 10-year-olds are actively
Hey,
going
man.
out there.
Apparently,
Yeah, killing
because not a lot of them die per year
Well,
in general. So it's a little easier to sway the scale,
well,
but it's still very apparent.
how much is some coroner going? Oh, a kid did so and so, so he must have been wanting to die. That's suicide.
Well, no, it's very apparent whether or not it's intentional.
I don't believe that, especially with a 10 to 14-year-old.
I'm telling you, man.
I sound probably so ignorant to some people. There's probably someone out there.
There's
they're
probably
like,
somebody out there.
My 10-year-old brother, I loved him so much, but he was just so sad inside, and he
Oh,
took
yeah.
too many gummy. He took
Courtesy,
too many gummy
the
bites. that one
age-adjusted
night.
suicide rates, 2001 to 2017. This is data from the CDC. So the rates, when they're relative to each other, male is 22.4 and female is 6.1. Wow.
That's a lot higher number, dude.
Yeah.
If you didn't know what
appreciate
math
you laughing.
was, well, I'm just laughing because I was correct, not laughing because men. I am a man. I identify as a man, and that's unsettling that I have a higher chance of committing suicide than women. Okay.
God
Shout
damn.
Shout out to all those people.
Oh, they
all
even
those
have it by
men.
state.
Heck yeah! Wait a minute,
What?
that just doxed us. Now they know that.
California. No, I haven't said what state it is. California.
Well, now they know that we live somewhere with states, dude.
No, we live in like the.
I can't tell. These aren't labeled because I don't know my geography because I'm.
I know it. I took
a
test and I
mongoloid.
failed. I took a test in like 6th grade and I failed.
Oh yeah, we all took the test in 6th grade and failed. California. I think that's Wisconsin.
Someone is
And
objectively
Nebraska. And what is that? That's not Michigan. Is that Michigan? Well, mainly California is the one that surprises me. 6.19 to 11.4, and that is on the very low end of the scale. That really surprises me that California is on the low end.
We have 69 total views.
This is interesting. Take a look. Let me. I'll screen share.
I want to pay an artist. If you guys, I shouldn't say that. No, just 2 people watching. I want to make a redacted Chan, which is just the face of the person. Actually, no. I feel like the person that is our stream banner, or what is currently on the stream.
Oh yeah. Okay. So check the screen share.
Yeah.
There's a graph here. We've got this nice little table of the states, and look, we've got California.
California is really white.
That's really strange. And we've got I don't know what state that is. I think it's what, Nebraska. I'm probably wrong.
Is blue like
the darker
really
blue?
high?
Yeah, the darker blue is the really high. And what is this
know...
band? What is this huge band?
I didn't know people in Alaska would just offing themselves frequently.
Well, it's the seasonal depression is what gets them.
There's only seasonal depression at Alaska.
It's probably closer to the truth than you seem to think. But like, look at this huge just block.
It's because they live in like they're not even close enough to okay. I believe that in the grand scheme of things, if you are on the right side looking at a map of Texas, that you can be all hick you want, but if you're a hick on the left side of Texas, that's just not right, dude. You're too close to California.
Texas is interesting.
That's why, like, Nebraska and
I thought
like,
Florida be higher too.
Florida's just a bunch of old people, dude.
That's
old
true.
people and crocodiles. They walk outside and crocodiles get them before they could ever go out and off themselves.
Yeah.
Not to bring light to the situation of suicide in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. We've got it by method. Firearm definitely in the lead.
Could you guys talk about hentai? I've been waiting for minutes. I don't know. Hentai.
Oh, okay. So poisoning is a really small piece of male suicides, but it's actually 50-50 with firearms for female suicides.
Well, I can see that.
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to say anything here, but it's generally a stereotype. Not saying that the stereotype is true.
I'm not.
But it seems to be a stereotype that women are not gun people.
Yeah, that's probably a fair assumption.
It seems to be a stereotype. Not saying that it's true. Not saying that it's right. But
you can make in a
firearm 56% male firearm suicides, 9% poisoning, and we've got female 31.2 firearm and 31.4 poisoning.
That's really weird. Like I bet poisoning counterfeits everything. Is like
overdosing, like, drinking bleach, probably all of it.
Yeah, actually, I bet overdose. That might fall under poisoning.
No, yeah, it would.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Past year prevalence of suicidal thoughts amongst U.S. adults, 2017. At least this is reported suicidal thoughts. 18 to 25. What is this? Males take the cake, or just 18 to 25 in general, but males still take the cake.
18. I can see 18 to 25. I can't believe 10 to 14-year-olds.
I can definitely see. So suicidal thoughts is 18 to 25.
Yeah, I
Male
can
and
also see
female
that.
are pretty much tied. But suicide attempts, females are a little bit higher, and 18 to 25 is still up there.
What do you think of job pressure in early teens?
What you mean, pressure to get jobs?
Yeah, in an economy that's failing.
I'm definitely feeling it. No, yeah. That's yeah. I mean, you should get a job as soon as possible. Get a head start.
On a lighter subject, mountains. They're unnecessary. Get rid of all mountains.
Yeah. Who turned the who turned the terrain generation on amplified?
Okay, I'm pissed off at mountains because anytime you want to go anywhere, it's like, oh, this would be like a 2-hour drive.
Gotta go around them, around them or through them.
Yeah, but through mountains, you're like some deep road trucker. You're like, oh, I've been through.
Oh yeah, you gotta get up. You got well. First of all, you can't cut straight through the mountains, so they find a path through the lower parts, and then they just cut through that.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go up quite a bit of elevation. It's a gradual, and there's all these nice twisting, super like narrow roads, and like
who decided
they have to build highways through these things, interstates.
Who decided that would be completely necessary? That instead of burrowing a little bit into the mountain, they should just have a sheer drop for cars on one side. I don't believe guardrails on cars have ever stopped anybody if they really had to drive on.
If they were really trying to drive through the guardrail, depending on the weight of the vehicle,
well, I mean, you see
and the crumple zones. You're going.
But
I've
60,
definitely seen some guardrail that's been ripped completely out of the ground or cut in half.
70 miles per hour. It's midwinter. You need
70
to get
is probably not enough.
You need to get over a path, and then your car slips, and you just barrel straight through the thin piece of metal they.
It's not very thin, Brennan.
Well, I've seen them.
This stuff's like quarter-inch.
I truly think guardrails on the side of mountains are useless.
See, here's the thing. It's not really meant for... Guardrail is never really meant to keep a vehicle driving into it head-on at 80 miles per hour.
They're to keep the
It's to keep them, sliding off the road, or, losing traction and sliding off the cliff, or... light impacts. I mean, most impacts to guardrail below a certain speed, they can take it. It screws the guardrail up, but they can take it. It's also got its own crumple zones, although they're a lot stronger than most of the cars. Yeah, I mean, guardrail on it's mainly meant for icy conditions and just not slipping immediately off. Okay, what's next? Anything? We're approaching the 2-hour mark.
He says talk about hentai. The one viewer.
Yeah, one guy.
Really? I feel like we should... He's been watching through a whole hour-long spiel about suicide.
Yeah,
so we should humor the man or woman. I don't know.
You really think there's a girl watching this?
Hey, man.
It could be a man that identifies as a woman. I'm all inclusive, dude. BB. Hentai. What about it being more prevalent in Russian and Asian?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna pull up I don't want to have to go find the map, but there was a map by a certain popular website for illicit material, and they mapped, illicit material genres by country. Heard about this through the grapevine. And Russia, the entire Eastern Bloc, and almost all of Asia, or the entire former Eastern Bloc and almost all of Asia, was very much into the animated genre. It was very interesting.
I can believe it. I haven't talked to...
I could too. I think it's great that Russia is taking the cake. I don't know. What I really wanted to know is how close was it to something else? Like, was it barely a win, or was it just a landslide victory?
I feel like it's probably a land.
I feel like it is too. I hope it is.
I've talked to exactly 0 Russian people, but I'm convinced that if I did talk to one, the only thing they were talking about is hentai.
I've talked to a few. That's generally not at least the people I've talked to, generally not the first thing on their mind. But I believe it was a long time ago. I believe I did get in a nice discussion with with a Russian friend of mine about that exact subject.
Dang, you just doxed yourself.
I'm not sure.
You have a Russian friend.
Oh boy, I'm not sure if it was him, but I think it was. I'm not sure. Anything else? We're at an hour 55.
We need
There's a fucking mosquito in my room. That's all I gotta say.
Shout out to mosquitoes.
Shout out to mosquitoes. Oh boy, it's doxed ourselves. Only mosquitoes are only out in certain parts of Redacted.
We're in South Africa.
We're in Peru. We're in Peru looking for the frog venom that makes you trip balls. Shout out to Vice. Shout out to Vice News. Vice Media makes some great content.
Especially Hamilton's Pharmaceutica.
You got that right. Hitchhiking Across America. Good stuff.
What's your guys' opinion on television on the absolute decline?
Actual television or
actual television?
Like what kind of television are we talking here? Are we talking?
I mean,
network broadcasts, or are we talking
cable,
Netflix stuff? Cable?
No, cable. No,
I don't even have cable.
See, it's obsolete at this point. And
yeah, it's definitely. I think it's definitely turning into a relic of the old age. But I mean, a lot of people get their internet through cable anyways. So they might as well just have TV.
Because it's just like bundled. But, they used to have Dish.
Yeah, it's definitely. I'm not gonna say outperformed by internet streaming services, but all I'm gonna say about that is a lot of cable companies are starting to start their own internet streaming services. Just because that's so popular nowadays.
My water smells like chlorine, and I'm drinking it, and I've been drinking half a gallon of it.
Good stuff, man.
You either means you're really close to a water purifying plant, or you should stop drinking water immediately.
Yeah, you should probably alert the authorities.
If your water continues...
Is it fresh out of the tap, or is it the piss jug?
Well, it's in the piss jug, but it's from the tap.
Is it fresh from the tap?
Yeah, fresh from tap.
Oh.
That's not good, dude.
Maybe the jug just smells like it.
Chug jug.
Maybe your chug jug smells like piss.
I hate that. Why do I hate you saying chug jug so much?
Maybe your chug jug smells like
Maybe your
it smells like chlorine. Maybe it's fermenting. Maybe the water is fermenting. The plastic is fermenting. Alright. We're at an hour 58. You want to cut it?
No, we need to go on for 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes?
Yeah.
To make it
hour 58:30. We got a minute 30. You want to roll the outro? We don't have an outro yet. We should.
Sure. I'll do it today.
All right. No, the one viewer in chat really wants us to talk about our special guest Charmander.
I have never heard him talk. He does not talk.
I've heard him talk.
Charmander is entirely mute, as we know. We do not know Charmander's real name.
We do not
know where Charmander lives. We do not know their gender. We do not know pretty much anything about them except they're a Pokemon and they speak pretty fluent English. Very nice kindred soul.
Yeah, and may or may not be a fax machine.
Yeah, we cannot verify that.
one of these episodes, we will have our rapper in the group freestyle. His name is Bundle of Sticks.
One of these episodes.
He's gonna have his debut song live on air.
And we're not gonna end this right on the dot because I need to add a scene. Oh, I broke it.
I goofed it.
You're a goof.
Just keep it alive for just a second here.
Boobity bop bop doo boo boo wow.
Are you skippy up?
Scoot up.
Doo boo doo wow.
Scoot up. Just keep it alive for a little bit here.
Bomb has been planted.
Planted has bombed.
Knock it off. What's your favorite Daft Punk song? Go.
Money longer. Don't inhale at me. I didn't go to 6 years of community college as a women's studies major to be exhaled at. Shout out to women's studies.
Shout out to women.
Shout out to women, really. They gave birth to us and they're pretty dope.
Some are really cute. Some are really cute.
All women in the eyes of us are okay. Also, all men and anything. Actually, no, I'm not going to say something that redacted. Literally and figuratively.
Oh, I found a glitch in this game, by the way. I'm not playing a game.
Yeah, he may or may not have found a glitch in the game he is not playing. He's playing a game, and that's my heart. And the glitch was that I had any thoughts about not loving him.
Wow. Oh, I could take off my shirt. I forgot about that.
I also took off my... I've had my shirt off for a fortnight.
Can I take off my parachute? Because you cannot... Can confirm you cannot take off your parachute in the game I am not playing.
We are not advertising taking off parachutes. That is unsafe behavior.
We also don't support... Never mind.
Think before you speak, Padawan.
Speak before you think, Waddlepon.
Waddlepan.
Get in there, you son of a bitch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
What's you guys' opinion on the Mr. Postman meme? I think it sucks.
You know what sucks?
Vacuum cleaners.
Money laundering.
Money laundering? No, I feel like that dragged in me.
Okay, the podcast right now.
Andy, and the podcast. Was that what I heard
right now?
And the podcast.
Right now. No outro.
I'm rolling.
Nah, Joe, we're doing it live.
We're rolling the outro.
Hope the outro is just like loud crying, followed by 10 minutes more.
We don't have any outro music or a cinematic, and I can't fade you down. Well, no, I can fade you down. I can't. I'm gonna just Tune in next week, every Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific. Hopefully. All right, we're gonna fade it out. We're fading it out.